All right. First of all, before the show, we were talking about how we're like twinning with like the ruffles. We're just feeling like froofy, or I don't know. Like,
Girly and flirty and
yeah, outfit choices are very important in your marketing. No, I'm just kidding. Well, maybe. I mean, appearances matter. We were
does
talking about that too. Like,
about that.
people make buying decisions based on things, and it's psychological. Like, I hate to admit it, but I do have a degree in psychology. All right, you are not on the fashion show. You are on the Elevated Marketing podcast, where we simplify complicated digital marketing topics to make your business grow. Today, we're going to talk about understanding the positives and negatives of utilizing guarantees in your marketing efforts. And so, what I'm saying there is that I'm guaranteeing that you may or may not like this show. And can I really guarantee that? Like, I can guarantee you may or may not like it. But what if I change the language and I said, I guarantee you'll like this show?
I'm convinced.
You would be convinced, but what if I was wrong and then like I had to like give you back your time?
I know.
That is where you get into gray areas when it comes to guaranteeing in your marketing. But we're going to talk about those positives and negatives. But first, let's do our fun question. We are still playing Would You Rather? And so today it is, would you rather have a personal maid or a personal chef?
Personal made. I can be quite specific with my food. I won't
Mac and cheese only, guys. Mac and cheese only.
knock the grilled cheese down to a science, so I don't think a personal chef could top that.
Yeah, and I already have a personal chef. He's also known as my husband. So I am going to go with definitely a personal maid. Like, I need someone to take over the laundry for me because I don't have time to do all of that. But I mean, who does? I think I saw over the weekend like this meme that was, if you're in your garden, then there's less likely chance you'll see all the laundry that you have to do.
True.
And if you tie it back to the beginning of the show, you just need to buy lots and lots of clothes so you don't have to do laundry.
Right?
All right, well, let's talk about the positives and the negatives of guarantees. And we definitely are positive people. So we are going to start with the positives, and then we're going to go a little negative and talk about how it could hurt you when it comes to your marketing. So I will start. Definitely builds trust. So, the more that you have this like guarantee, and I don't have to think about whether or not I'm going to get value or like my money is going to be wasted with your product or service, I'm going to be very confident about your products and services because you are guaranteeing me. But yeah, it kind of goes a little Billy Mays, if you know who that is. And you're like, yeah, guaranteed. Da, da, da. Like, it's that type of late TV night marketing that, like, people that were zombied out at 3 a.m. were like, yes, I want that.
Yes.
All right. What's our next positive?
Yeah, offering a guarantee could reduce some purchase anxiety. So maybe a customer is on the fence about purchasing. If they see there's a guarantee, then that may reduce and they may be more inclined to make that purchase.
It's going to improve on a website your conversion rate, how often people are willing to convert because they see that you are guaranteeing. And the more you can increase your conversion rate, the better your marketing is going to be. So, okay. Competitive advantage. If I'm trying to make a decision between plumber A and plumber B, and plumber B offers me a guarantee that no matter what, like I get a money back guarantee on the service that they provide, I'm going to go with plumber B because I just got rid of all my anxiety about whether or not I can trust this plumber.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. What's the next one?
Yeah, it could also increase customer satisfaction.
Ding,
So
ding, ding.
customers, knowing that their concerns will be addressed should there be any concerns, they're going to be pleased with that. They're going to be satisfied.
Yeah,
Um, we want to meet those expectations and
it's part of business. Like people want to be satisfied. And boy, do they want to be satisfied in today's environment. We'll go over that in just a minute. All right. So, I mean, we've kind of already said it, but there's definitely this potential for increased sales because there is that reduced rate and they're going to have the higher conversion rate and increased sales. So, I kind of said that up there, but it's definitely another positive.
yeah, yep. You could also encourage product quality. So if you're offering a guarantee, then your employees, your staff, they have to meet those expectations. And
Right.
so you want to maintain these high quality standards in hopes of, minimizing any of those guarantee claims or returns or anything of that sort.
Yeah, if an employee of your company knows that they have to like meet this like guarantee, then they're going to work that much harder because they know they're going to lose money. And if they lose money, I'm not going to finish the sentence. Like, they have to have enough money for the business to run. So it's going to increase like product quality, both internally and externally, honestly. So,
Absolutely.
all right, I'll take the burden off of you and I'll go negative first.
All right, Karen.
Okay, so these are the negatives of offering a guarantee in marketing. Risk of abuse. You guys know Karen. I mean, you've heard of Karen. I don't even know. What is the male version of Karen? Do you know? I don't know.
Isn't it like Chad or like Craig, something like that?
I don't know. Like, yeah. So people find loopholes and they're looking for loopholes. And so when they find loopholes, and this is all about being like super, super clear, like we were talking about in the beginning on, what you're offering, then you're going to have more returns, which costs money and service claims, and that all cost money. So risk of abuse is definitely one of them.
Yeah. And, there are those people who prey on these sort of things, unfortunately,
Oh,
which
yeah.
could you lead into a financial risk. If you've got a lot of these guaranteed claims being made,
Yeah.
product quality or your service quality is down, then, you could face a lot of financial burdens with that.
Which makes me think even more like how much you should be like a well-established company when you offer a guarantee because of that financial risk. And if you're not well established, that could really sink your business really quickly.
That's
So,
a really good point.
yeah. So the next one is operational challenges. Like there is time and energy involved in thinking through and implementing and managing a guarantee program. There's somebody that has to like manage that and those resources. I know we don't always think about that, but there's resources involved to think through all of that, the guarantees, the returns, like definitely. So.
Mhm. Yeah. You could also have some customer misunderstandings.
Yep.
And fortunately, if they're already seeking to file a guarantee claim, they're already a little bit unsatisfied. And so it could maybe fuel that fire a little bit more. So,
And
if you don't have your fine print, your policies really ruled out, then, that could easily go wrong.
and how easy is it today for someone to voice their opinion online on reviews and social media and like not everybody gets the whole story and then all of a sudden you've got a PR nightmare that you got to deal with.
Canceled. And that's the worst thing.
Cancel culture, it's a thing. I'm not saying it's a good or bad thing, just saying like it's a thing. All right, so we've already kind of said this, but just to, re-say it, like just increased returns. Like if you've got a guarantee, the product is not high quality, it might lead to a lot of returns, which returns cost a lot of money. So you see some companies these days, they're just like, keep it, because like it costs them too much to return the product. So
Very true.
all right, one last one, and I want to take this one because it's like near and dear, is over reliance on guarantees. So if you are just selling based on guarantee, it's not good for the business because they lose value in your product or service, and you want people to buy because they really value who you are as a company, not because they're going to get some sort of like gimmick or this or that. And it trains you to have like certain type of clients that you might not want necessarily. I guess it depends on if you're trying to have like a really large business or a smaller quality over quantity business. So
Yeah, I think it could easily set the wrong impression if you're over relying on your guarantees and using that in your messaging strategy and all of that.
or if you're consistently offering a discount, like let's say every quarter, then people are just waiting for that offer and they're not going to buy until they see what the discount is. And then you possibly left money on the table.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, any last minute thoughts on the positives and negatives of having guarantees in your marketing?
Yeah, I think, guarantees can be beneficial, but, it kind of goes back to an episode a couple episodes ago with like the overthinking and underthinking, and I don't think it's something you want to underthink.
No, you're right. This is definitely another one you need to kind of overthink it so that you can think of all the ways. I mean, maybe even seek a lawyer, like, because that's what lawyers look for, is they look for those loopholes, so that you don't get yourself in a bind in your company. So. All right, well, that wraps it up for now on this topic. We really appreciate you listening in. Certainly, if you are on YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you're listening on a podcast player, we certainly would appreciate you to rate and review the podcast so that your family and friends can listen. And if you don't have time, like the rest of us in this world, definitely follow us on social media, because we're always posting every week on Wednesday the latest episode that has come out. And sometimes there's a nice little reel. So if you just want to get like to the point, like sometimes I'm like that. Like I have this great app that lets me read books in 15 minutes. You might want to do that as well. All right. Take care, everyone.